All right, here is our lovely new channel. Welcome to Collectibles, Cards, and Games YouTube, where we will be featuring all of the information, TCG news, knowledge, and stuff about us as a company. Collectibles, Cards, and Games here in the Addison, Carrollton, and Flower Mound area, which will feature all of our lovely friends, such as all of these ones. That's a terrible photo of me. Our top headline for today is information about the Pokemon 30th Anniversary set. That is set for the release on September 16th in Japan. We are expecting the very same release, very same day and date here in the US and abroad. Speaking of Pokemon, Chaos Rising is set for the release on May 22nd, 2026. The top hit is expected to be the Mega Greninja EX Gold Foil. This guy, this funky guy, look at him. But there's lots of other playable stuff in that set too. What are we expecting from that set? Truly, well, let's ask our friend here.
Hi, I'm Jessie here with our resident Pokemon judge Eric, and today we're going to discuss the 30th anniversary and Chaos Rising sets for Pokemon trading card game. Eric, what do you have to say about these upcoming sets?
Well, we don't know much about the 30th anniversary set other than the fact that there is a Mew and a Mewtwo card. Chaos Rising, on the other hand, is a widely anticipated set with playable and collectability cards such as Greninja, Beedrill, and a new item-based disruption card. Me, personally, I don't like that. It has bad history, but that's just me being an old head for the card game. Back to you.
Do you hate me?
Thank you. But if you are fiending for some Pokemon, you gotta get some Pokemon right now. We do have Ninja Spinner that is out everywhere here in the United States. And the new Japanese set, which is the equivalent to Chaos Rising. Get some. It's a lot of fun. A lot of really cool stuff in there. Moving on with some Kickstarter news today. Well, let's talk about Cyberpunk TCG. Cyberpunk TCG is about to end as we're recording this video. As of the time it's ended, y'all already know what it's earned. It's earned that much money. That's a lot of money. That beats a lot of things. That is the highest grossing Kickstarter game ever. Not just TCG, game. That beats things like Cosmere from Brandon Sanderson. That guy right there. Frosthaven, even Kingdom Death, all bow before the might of our Talsorian. Ooh.
Hi, I'm Piper. Not only is Cyberpunk TCG one of the highest grossing games ever, it is also one of the most fun games I've seen come out recently. With a fresh new concept called Gig Dice, we use them as our health points and as our way to win the game. I get a Gig Dice every turn, and I can steal Gig Dice from my opponent as well via attacks. It's really, really interesting.
Let's talk about Adventure in Kabi Island, the newest One Piece set as of the recording of this video. And with that, our resident One Piece expert.
What's up, gamers? Talk about One Piece. Some may say that I'm a fan of the new OP15 set, and you would be absolutely correct. Let's take a look at some of the decks I've been building. So, everyone knows that you only build decks whenever you pull cool cards. So, obviously I had to build yellow, red Bonnie whenever I pulled that. Let's take a look at what I'm running. Okay. So, of course I gotta run the new SEC Luffy. Everybody knows the yellow staple is Nami right now as well. Everyone knows and loves our OP blocker. We got a Sanji Searcher introduced to us in our Luffy deck. It's red, so I had to be aggro, had to throw in a Goldie Roger. Have to run the OG, and then we got our 7-drop red Zoro. Sounds disgusting. Rush character. On play, give my leader plus 2,000. I mean, if you're not running yellow-red Bonnie right now as a little gimmick deck, as a little fun, something casual, what are you doing?
Thank you. There are some rumors about OP16. That's going to be the time of battle. That is set to release June 12th in North America. A little before that here in Japan. Hope to see y'all there. All right, let's talk about Strixhaven. So, Secrets of Strixhaven is set for release on the 24th. As of the time of this video, y'all would have already seen it. Y'all were at our pre-release event. It went great. The Mystic Archive is finally returning after a long hiatus. That's going to have a lot of really cool full arts, a lot of really cool holos. In Play Boosters, there's going to be one Mystic Archive pack, single. And the Collector Boosters, there's at least 3, possibly more. You can pull some really cool stuff, including the Japanese foils and that nature. Top hit in that is going to be the serialized Emeritus of Ideation. That is out of 500. Big cereals are always good for Magic, and in this case, it's gonna be a big cereal. Events that are coming to CCG. We have our D&D events. Our D&D league's going on at Addison every single Saturday. Slots are still open this season. We have our trade nights at Carrollton every second and fourth week of the month, every other Saturday. Our Winning Box event for One Piece is on the 19th. I bet y'all are gonna be there. If y'all weren't already there, y'all should be there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. New Commander League starts on the 23rd. We are expecting it to be very, very big, very, very cool. Lots of new, unique stuff designed for y'all. All right, they're giving me the free reins to talk about whatever I want to. So today we're gonna talk about some D&D with our little employee chat. Let's talk about D&D. I am the resident Dungeons and Dragons enjoyer and things. So we got some news coming up for the D&D world and the TTRPG industry, including the Player in Dungeon Master workbooks coming out on the 5th in May. This is really neat, actually, not just as a way to get new players in, but as a way to introduce a lot of concepts, particularly to seasoned Dungeon Masters that have not had a whole lot of experience with the world building side of things. They read the book directly. There's no harm in that, but there is a lot to learn from it, and I think that having these workbook guideline documents directly from WotC rather than as a third-party source is really nice. It's really useful, actually. Other things coming out. We've got Ravenloft set for the 16th in June. Ravenloft: The Horrors Within. Oh boy, this is gonna be a big one. As we might know, Ravenloft and Van Richten's in general has been really, really successful in 5e, and now we're gonna get a port to 5.5 with new stuff. The rumors of old giants and things of that nature. A lot of old blood type stuff. I'm excited for it. I was not the biggest proponent of Van Richten's. I did not particularly like that book, but I did respect it, and Ravenloft is a really cool setting. I am excited to see what they do with 5.5. We are about a year and a half, 2 years into 5.5's lifespan, and we have finally changed it back to 5.5 instead of D&D 2024. There's a lot of interesting balance choices that have been not great for me as a paladin, but that's okay. Nonetheless, 5.5 has been exceptionally weird. The launch was a bit funky. There was a lot of here and there about this is definitely compatible with 2014. This is maybe compatible with 2014. A lot of unique choices were made for 5.5. I thought it was really cool, but I didn't love a lot of the player side of things. There's a lot of Dungeon Master support, which is appreciated, particularly as 5e did not have the best support for DMs. 5.5 has a lot of DM support. That's a great thing. There's a lot of unique abilities that are allowed for you as a DM. We're back to Faerun finally. That took long enough, but I guess we'll see where it goes. That's the reality of it. We're now doing 5.5 instead of 2014, 2024. I think 5.5 makes a lot more sense. The reality is they're still building it. There's a lot of really cool stuff we can do. I guess we'll wait and see. Alrighty, thank you all so much for coming by. We appreciate y'all. We hope to see y'all again soon. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification down below. What are y'all thoughts on Strixhaven? I think Strixhaven is really cool, but what do y'all think? Let us know in the comments below.